I am actually in my bed. You know, my husband just made me some breakfast and I eat right here in my bed, and I decided to come on here and reason with you guys. You know, why we should be kind to each other. You know, growing up back home, maybe because of the struggles that I've gone through, why I learned to appreciate life. And a lot of people these days don't really know how to appreciate life. Life is precious and we should appreciate it. You know, I was watching this blog not too long ago, and it put me in a mindset where I wanted to just reason and to just talk. And I said, let me come on my live and talk. It was with Wendy and Kevin. So, you know, Wendy Williams. I was there and I'm saying to myself, watching the blog, you know, when they talk about people, I'm going to get into my part soon. But I'm saying when they talk about people, and a lot of people have clap back and get upset because of the things that she do. She build her career upon that. But when I look now and see Kevin said that he can't pay his mortgage and his rent, it just goes to say you can have everything today and tomorrow you have nothing. And that's why we as human should be respectful of life, be respectful of others, show support, show love, because that is very important if you want to build a life. You know, as I said before, growing up back home, it was very hard, and I learned to appreciate the little things, the smallest of things. I learned to appreciate them. So to say this, to say that when you learn to appreciate things, you won't take things for granted. And I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying that you learn how to not take things for granted, because the little things do matters. And what you put out in the atmosphere is what you get back. You know, growing up, my grandparents used to say, you can't plant corn and get peas, meaning you cannot plant corn and then you're going to reap something else, reap peas. So you have to do, you have to plant what you want to reap. And it's the same thing in your life. You know, it's just like people get up and hurt people. You get up and you hurt that person. You expect that nothing won't happen to you because you're so mighty. You know, so nothing is going to happen to you. And you feel like, okay, you are God and you run this world. When if you step back and don't let anger take you over and you look into your life before you hurt somebody, think about it. Think about, you have a parent, you have a daughter, you have a son, you have somebody that you love. Would you want someone to hurt them? So before you step out there and hurt somebody, think about the people them that you genuinely care about. Would you want someone to hurt them? You have to look into that before you let anger take you over. And I just want to talk this morning because I feel like I have things on my chest that I just want to let off. Hurting people is wrong. It is so wrong. And if I can talk to one person just to think about when they're hurting somebody, your feelings, hurting somebody's feelings, think about it. Would you want somebody to hurt your feelings? If you spread your bed a certain way, you're going to lie in there a certain way. It's the same thing as if you plant corn, you cannot reap peas. So it's what you put out is what you get. So we as human, we have to try to do what's right. You're raising kids and you're setting the wrong example for your children. You have to, I mean, sometimes, like for instance, somebody get me real angry and I really want to curse, but my children are right there. Do you know how many times I want to get upset, but because I don't want my children to see me in a certain character? It's not that I don't have it. I do. I can get really mad, but I choose not to. I choose to control my anger. I choose is what you choose. You choose to live by certain things. It's your choice when it's come back to you. So I just want to say, do good, do unto others as what you would want someone to do unto you or your family. If God forbid something should happen to you and you have a daughter, wouldn't you want her to be taken care of? Wouldn't you want people to show her love because, oh, my dad or my mom was a good person? Wouldn't you want that? I'm sure when I was raising my kids and you show love, and when I was raising my kids, as close as the neighbor was, my kids never used to go to their house. And that doesn't mean it's selfishness. It just means that I was scared because of things that happened to me as a child, right? So you try to protect your children. It's not that you don't want them to socialize, but you're just trying to protect them from anything out there because you cannot control what people think or people feel. You cannot do that. So you are going to try to protect your children the best way possible, right? So I never used to let my kids go to the neighbor's house because I was scared. That's the reason why. But that doesn't mean that my children are not going to be respectful to their neighbors. That doesn't mean that if my neighbors come by my house and want me to do something, I'm not going to do it. I am going to do everything that I can do in the best way possible. And that's who I was. And you see, with your heart, if your heart is not clean, if somebody upset me tonight, 10 story in one, if somebody upset me tonight, I can literally let that go because I don't want it on my heart. So it's something that you choose. So tomorrow morning, I won't wake up so angry. So the best thing for you is to encourage your mindset as a person, encourage your heart that you don't want what's wrong for you. You can control it. You can be good. We can be good. And in our community, I don't know what is happening, but it's like we're not waking up and just realize that some of the things that we are doing need. My battery is dying. Oh my God. My battery is dying. Some of the things that we're doing need to be fixed as a human being. Some of the things that we are doing need to be fixed. There's a list of things in our community. I have been here in the US for so long, and I have not seen certain things in other culture than what I see in our community. The different culture, I have met so many people in this country, and I cannot see what they have in their culture the way how we do some things in our culture. I cannot see that. No support. I'm not going to say no support. There is support, but it's like there's more to feed off negative than to feed on positive. And that's where it is so sad for us in our community. We need to diverse, we need to change things, and we need to uplift and support each other. So I just feel like I want to talk to you guys today, and I just want to share my thoughts. So I decided to come on live. I'm lying in my bed and I was watching the Wendy and Kevin story earlier, and I said, sometimes it's what you put out is what you receive. But at the same time, nobody deserve to treat it a certain way. I can't speak for them. I'm just speaking for myself because, and I wanted to speak for others. But people really need to think about other people's feelings before they do things. If you love somebody, and I'm going to repeat myself, if you love somebody, at least one person on this planet, you must have loved them. So when you're going out there to harm other people, think about that one person that you love. Who do you want that to happen to them? That's what we should think about. I don't even want to hurt a mosquito, much more a fly, because a fly is bigger than a mosquito. So I just want my heart to be pure, to be clean, love my family, love my children. I don't want to do anything to harm anybody, hurt anybody's feelings, much more to get up and discriminate and curse people every day. No, I don't want that. And if your right hand offend you, you can cut it off without fighting and arguing and cussing every day each other. You can cut off that person. It doesn't matter how close you are with that person. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to talk to them. You can just live your life. Let them live theirs. You get what I mean? We don't have to communicate. Even if it's my family. You don't have to. If you feel like they're not healthy relationship with you and them, just cut them off and live your life. You are here for a short period of time. You want to leave a mark on this planet. You want to do good things. Let me tell you, there's so much things out there for us to enjoy. When I look on social media and I see, especially in our little island, Jamaica, they're just more negative than positive. And I said to myself, I don't know what they're fighting over or what all of this is all about, but if they could just turn that into positivity, because things are out there for all of us to achieve. We don't have to do drama to do it. We don't have to do gossiping to do it. We can just do different stuff, show different sides, and enjoy life. We don't have to get up every day, rise our blood pressure on what cannot help us. We don't. We can just stay positive and encourage each other, support one another. This is why we should be kind. There is so much things out there for us to be kind, but we choose the opposite, to be mean. Why is it? Why can it stop? What can we do to change it? What? I'm trying. I want to know. I want to encourage others to try and be nice and be kind. You're on social media and you saw a video and you said, oh my God, it cringe you. You make you cringe. And you have to go underneath the comment section and make the worst comment. That one comment that you made under that person social media can drive them over the wall. You know what? I see people on social media crying all the time. They're expressing how they feel because of the comments that people said. It's like they have no heart. The mean comments that people put underneath people's videos on social media is just terrible. It's sad that we as human don't think with our brain, because when you put something out there, why can't you think and said it would hurt you? It would hurt that person. Why you have to? Why don't you just scroll? If just scroll. You know what I mean? If you see something that make you cringe and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, why you have to blast that person? Why can't you just scroll? Go, past that. It's not for you. You don't have to watch it. I have done that all the time. Instead of I drop in somebody comments and leave something disrespectful or be mean, I just scroll. Why can't we be nice? Why we have to be so mean to each other? Why? Why can't we have a heart? What is it that is happening? Is it something in the food? You know, growing up, as I was talking about growing up, I remember as a child growing up, it doesn't matter how hard it was. There was conflict, but nobody wanted to seriously hurt people in the little community that I grew up. Nobody wants to seriously hurt anybody. Yes, we have disagreement. Yes, we fight. But nobody wants to hurt people in such a way. You know what I mean? So why? Why now? Why so much now? Or it was out there, but we just didn't know. It's so sad. Like, it's very little love left in this world. Very little love leaving this world. And it's so hard to cope and see all these negative, these crimes, these all kind of things that is happening to our young people, our kids, all these things. Like, what is happening? Yeah, I know the world is coming to an end, and I've been hearing that ever since I was 5 years old, that God is coming. Of course he is. But we are here on this earth and we don't know God's plan 100%. We just guess and assume. We don't know God's plan. We don't know. The Bible changed so many times, people rewrite the Bible. So, how do we know God's plan? We have to just be prepared, live clean, and do the right thing. That's what my belief is. Do the right thing. God don't like ugly. Why can't we be clean? Why can't we help our children and help their mindset to stay positive? The children them learn so much negative. You know, my kids never have a phone. They never go on social media, I think, until they were 14 years old. I keep social media away from my children. And that's to say this to say that I have never gone to school, none of my 4 children, because they were misbehaving in school. There's no teacher called me and said, your child is being misbehaving in school. No, we are in a different world. We are living in a different time and a different world. Why is it? I don't think children should get phones so early. I don't think children should be exposed on social media so early. I don't believe it. They're seeing too much things. There is people like they're not setting example for the children. And it's sad. It is. And it's out there. Social media, don't forget things. It is out there for everybody to see. What is it that we're gonna do? It's getting out of hand. So, wanna let me know, wanna think about this, and drop it in the comment section. Give me your thoughts, and I'll reply to you guys on this topic. Let me know, okay? Don't forget to like the video, guys, and leave me your comment in the comment section. I'll be reading them, okay? Bye, guys.